Hi everyone, welcome back with MakeupConMichi. Today I will be showing you which makeup brushes I use for my foundation. I did get a lot of requests to do this video so they can know which brushes to use when doing makeup. So that's what I will be doing today. So let's get started. The first brush that I will be using is the Morphe M439 brush. And this brush, I use it for my foundation. I love it because it's little. I go back and forth with two brushes, the Morphe brush and a Sigma brush. And the Sigma brush, I use the flat Kabuki F80. And it looks like this. And this one is more flat at the top. But these are the two brushes that I use for my foundation or a sponge. I also use a wet sponge. Now the second brush I use is the Morphe E8. And this brush, I use it for my concealer. And it looks like this. I love it because it is a little bit big, but I like it because when you're packing down your concealer and you're trying to blend out your concealer, it spreads out evenly. It doesn't like leave you streaks or anything. It blends it out perfect. And then when I use this, I go back in with a sponge just to make sure like the ends are blended out perfect. I also make sure there aren't any harsh lines around my eye area, so that is also another reason why I go in with a sponge afterwards this brush. Next brush is the Morphe M438 brush. And this brush, I use it for my contour. I say contour because I don't really do contour. I just put like a little bit of powder. But I like it because how it's pointy, it's tapered up here, and it hits right in the spot where it's supposed to hit on your cheeks. So I love this brush for my contour. Then I go in with the Morphe R2 brush, and it looks like this. And I just put a little bit of bronzer, and I just go in right on top of my contour. Then I either use this one. I go back and forth with two brushes for my blush. I can use the Wet n Wild one. This one, I think it was only like, I think I got this one from Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken. Dollar Tree or Walmart? Either way, I did not pay more than $3 for this brush. So, you see how it's like slanted a little bit? This is perfect for going like this for your blush. Or I can also use, this is Bronze / Glow. I'm not sure where I got this one from. I want to say either my BoxyCharm or, where did I get you from? Honestly, I don't know where I got this from. But I love it. If you can tell, it's a little tapered right there. And this is perfect too for your blush as well. And I think this is cheap too. I don't think I got it from my BoxyCharm. I think I got it from Ulta. I don't know. It's the Morphe R10. I use this brush for my setting powder. Whenever I go in with my beauty blender and I go like this to cut my cheeks or my concealer to set my concealer, I go in with afterwards and I just dust this off. It doesn't look soft, but it is really soft. And I use this just to wipe off the excess powder on my face. This is the brush. I love it. Now, I'm going to go in with highlight. The two brushes that I use for highlight is the Morphe M504 and the Morphe M510. Now, I use these two brushes because the way they are shaped. It's small, it's precise, it gets the job done, It makes your highlight look so bomb on your face. And then this is the M510 brush. It looks like this. I love it. These are the only two brushes I use for my highlight. You can use the flat ones. I actually have one. Don't know where it's at, but I have one. The one that's like a fan. They call it the fan brush. But I don't really like that one too much. You can use it. I mean, to each its own. But in my opinion, I like these two brushes better. I only use two eyebrow brushes. And it is the Morphe M158. And this is the Anastasia one. Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the Morphe M158. And I just love these two brushes because they're really thin. Like as thin as you can probably think of. And once you put the product on it, it gives you an even more thinner brush to work with. And it defines your eyebrows so good. And I really like this brush. Now, to clean up my eyebrows, I used a Dollar Tree brush. And I used the Morphe M410 brush. This is the Wet n Wild one from Dollar Tree. And then the Morphe one. And it looks like it's really skinny at the top. So it'll define your eyebrows and clean up your eyebrows nicely. I love it. And this is only $1. Yes, this is a little bit more expensive, but I'm trying to give you two options, a more higher end and a more drugstore cheaper end. Now for my inner corner, I use the e.l.f. brush. This I think I got from Walmart. I'll link down here how much are the prices. But this I use for my inner corner highlights. And I also go back and forth with the Morphe M273. I think the actual number came off. But this one is also a skinny one. Now we're going to go with the lower eyeshadow. The brushes I use for down there are the Morphe E36. The Morphe E17. And the Morphe E18. These are the brushes I use just to blend out my eyeshadow on my lower eye. Now I'm going to give you a couple of different options on different brushes I use for my eyeshadow. I have a lot, but I chose the ones that I usually use the most, okay? So, first one is the Morphe M433. You may think they all look the same, but they actually are a little bit different some way or another. Morphe M573. Morphe M513. By the way, guys, this is not sponsored, but Morphe, you can sponsor me if you want. The Morphe M441. And last but not least, this is a Bodyography Pro brush, and it's just a flat straighter brush, but I use this to pack on either glitter on my eyes or a dark color on my outer quarter eyes. And I think I got this one from my BoxyCharm. So yes, guys, these are the makeup brushes that I use for my makeup, for my face. I try to give you different options. You do not have to go out and buy expensive brushes. Walmart, Dollar Tree, they have, just look at the different types of brushes they have and think about what it can be used for. And if you have any questions, just ask me, DM me, email me, send me a message, whatever, and I'll be happy to answer them for you, okay? Again, I'm not a makeup artist. I do know some things, but these are the makeup brushes that I use. And no, again, it's not sponsored. I just remember that for Christmas, I think it was last Christmas, I got the big old box of Jaclyn Hill for her makeup brushes. So that's why majority of my brushes are Morphe. But if not, it would have been Walmart brand, any other drugstore brand. So do not feel bad if you don't have money for the Morphe brushes. It is okay. I go out and I buy Dollar Tree brushes. I go out and buy in Marshalls. It does not matter. It does not matter, because a brush is a brush and it's going to get its job done, okay? No matter where it's from. So just be on the lookout for those brushes. And also, if you have any requests of which video you would like to see next, please leave down in the comments area and I will be gladly to film that, okay? Thank you so much for watching. See you later.